Hi folks, welcome back to B Mills Farm. Today is the first episode of Small Farm Sunday. I'm in kind of a rush and I haven't had much time to plan. This is the very first opportunity today I've had to take a video. So we're just gonna go really quick and you guys are gonna get some good information out of this. I'm supposed to be at a dinner a half hour ago. So I'm probably just gonna make it for dessert. Which, if you wanna be a farmer, you're gonna be busy all the time. So just make sure everyone knows that ahead of time. And I'm taking the time to make sure you folks on YouTube have a video every day. It's not easy, but we're still getting it done. My outside jobs are winding down for the year. Well, the year's almost over, so they're winding down for the winter, hopefully. So I should have a little bit more time. Let's dive in. Today I'm talking about pig numbers. The reason I'm talking about pig numbers, I'm talking about buying the pig, feeding the pig, butchering the pig, hopefully making a profit on the pig. The reason I'm doing this is because I believe the reason small farms are struggling, and I'm not the only one saying this, there's 1,000 or more YouTube videos showing and saying the same thing. Small farms don't know their numbers, and that's why they're failing. Along with some political stuff. But anyways, $130 for a piglet, $500 to feed it, $420 to butcher it. So I'm at $1,050, if that math's right. Yeah, $1,050. And that's feeding it for 6 months. So I got it at 2 months, fed it for 6 months, so it went to the butcher at 8 months. So I'm $1,050 into this animal, not including, I'm leaving utilities out of this and labor out of this just for ease of a video. So not including the 2 months of heat lamp, which is expensive. All the labor, it's a labor of love for now, so that's okay. Water, all that stuff, not being put in there. I know for sure there's 3 farms within a half hour of here that will sell you a whole hog, USDA butchered, packaged in your freezer for $600 to $700. Now, $600 or $700 for a whole hog is incredibly cheap. I have just myself to break even, again, $1,050. Now, also, on top of that, these 3 places are taking their pigs to the same butcher I am. So they're paying $420 to butcher the animal, approximately, given the weight, so they're a little different. So $420 to butcher and selling it for $600. Now, the only way those numbers can work is if they were feeding those animals for 100% free, which is impossible. So obviously these farmers are losing money and maybe they don't even know it. So the moral of the story is, make sure you write down every single dollar of your cost to go into animals, because even if you're just trying to break even, you need to know your numbers to break even. These people are losing a ridiculous amount of money every time they sell an animal. And now maybe they're farrowing their own, so they're having their own piglets, which saves a little bit, so they're not buying feeder pigs. And maybe they're growing their own grains and milling and doing all that stuff. But even so, if you're doing that, if you have sows, you have to put the cost of keeping that sow alive in all of your piglets. Because pigs, in order for that sow to stay alive, she's got to eat. And maybe she needs medical bills and she needs water. So you need to put all those numbers to keep her alive. And if you have a boar, the same thing. You have to put all those numbers into your piglets. So don't just go online and see what somebody is selling their pigs for and blindly feed your animal. Because like I just showed you, if I just blindly fed my animals and sold it for $600, I just lost half my money right away. And there's absolutely no profit in there at all. So I'm going to have to sell for me to make money. And it's probably still not even making money because, again, utilities and all that aren't in the price I got here. I need to sell an animal for $1,200 to $1,300 for a whole animal. And who's going to buy that if they can go down the road and pay $600? Which is another problem. These people that don't know their numbers are just chasing the value of their animals to zero. I cannot sell a $1,300 pig right next door. Oh, there goes my pen. I can't sell a $1,300 pig 10 miles down the road from a person selling a $600 pig. Now, they're losing a ridiculous amount of money, and I'm barely just making any, but that's not what the consumer is worried about. They're worried about the final dollar. So please, for your sake, know your numbers. If you're just homesteading and it's just food on the table, then you got a lot less stress than everybody else, and that's awesome. Sometimes I kind of think about just doing that myself, because then the numbers don't really matter. You're just putting food on the table. But if you don't want to just listen, farming is, I have a love for the automobile. So I have toys. I have a motorcycle and 2 project vehicles. And those are very expensive. Farming is possibly more expensive. So it's very easy to just dump money into stuff that you don't even know where it's going. So keep track of your numbers, keep farming, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, leave comments in the comment section so that I can maybe have new topics for Small Farm Sunday, if it's something I'm knowledgeable about, or if it's something I'm even open to doing research on stuff, and I'm making more connections around here with different farmers so I can talk about, farmers that are raising different breed animals and cows and pigs and chickens and whatever. So until next time, keep farming. We'll see you later.